Thank you, Lone Star. 10 months. All right, an island for Eric and passing the turn. Thanks, Uncle Jeff. Yeah. All right. Urborg followed up by Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond resolves. Discarding a basic swamp. Don't need swamps when you have an Urborg, right, everybody? Elvish Reclaimer will hit the stack and resolve and pass the turn. Brainstorm happening here for Eric. Two cards going back on top. Misty Rainforest and pass. Lone Star says, I came for the resub. Now I got to go back to work. Thanks for everything you do, Chris. Thank you, and get back to work. Thank you, Lone Star. Get back to work. Back to work. All right, looks like a Verdant Catacombs for Jeff. That's what we say here in the United States. Get back to work. All right, everybody. Here's Underground Sea. Getting found off Mr. Rainforest. A little bit of shuffling going on. Nice cut technique there by Jeff, and drawing for turn now is Eric. Cracking Verdant Catacombs. Yeah, I got it. I believe this is happening on end step, sacking a Bayou to Reclaimer. Let's see if Dark Depths gets searched up here. There it is. There's Dark Depths. So that'll, hey, nice 90s Magic sticker on the deck box there. This will be interesting if... I guess we could see a Vampire Hex Mage or something like that. The Urborg tells me that that's a possibility. Well, let's see what Jeff has here. Wasteland on Underground Sea. Tapping the Wasteland. Cycling Edge of Autumn. That's why I went for it. All right. Okay, so I guess Eric has a blue floating. Passing the turn is Jeff.
Okay.
Okay, maybe a miscommunication there. Was not passing the turn.
Cards. I'm at 16. 4.
Okay, a little goof miscommunication. And now a Hex Mage comes down post-combat. Force of Will, pitching Daze. Daze shut off by Mox Diamond. Makes sense to pitch there. Life totals have been updated. It's all going well. Here's a ponder for Eric. So a little scary. The Hex Mage did not resolve. In case there is anyone not familiar, Hex Mage can remove all counters from Dark Depths to create a Merit Lage. Pretty old combo in Legacy at this point, right? We don't even see that combo used that frequently anymore. Hex Mage plus Dark Depths. Before the days of Thespian Stage, that was the way to do it.
Spoiler, I couldn't see it. For what?
It's a ability on the stack.
Yep. Okay, and 4.
Hex Mage plus Dark Depths was an extended combo before Modern even existed. Oh yeah, so what was original Zendikar and Cold Snap in the same extended format? Those sets feel so far apart to me in my memory, but I guess they were close together. All right, they were extended together. All right, we have some history in the chat. Wendy is here. What's up, Wendy?
I should have also kind of, when you said you played Belcher and Modern, I was like, wait. I thought you said
Upkeep trigger? Alright, during your upkeep then, after the trigger, I'll bounce
All right, Thoughtseize getting fired off here by Jeff. Discard spells are pretty good against these combo decks. Thoughtseize is pretty good here for Jeff. So good that it's getting Force of Will, pitching Personal Tutor.
yeah. So I can still go for you, but like I don't need to. Yeah.
All right, Reclaimer has been left untapped. Clock is ticking here for Eric. Yeah, seeing Black-Green Depths is pretty cool. Yeah, Cold Snap was a late sequel to Ice Age. So, back when I was in college... Okay, Thespian Stage found here off Reclaimer. So the combo is available now for Jeff. Back when I was in college, Cold Snap dropped, and for some reason while I was in college, I used Magic Online to draft, and I drafted Cold Snap so many times. Like, I just drafted Cold Snap like crazy. I loved Cold Snap. I drafted Time Spiral, just triple Time Spiral a bit too, but Cold Snap, I went crazy. And then I just stopped, and I never really used Magic Online ever again after that. Starting off with the Misty Rainforest, cracking it. Both players kept 7. Hamadine says, I got into Modern just as the format started, so reading about extended decks was an early intro to competitive Magic for me. Yeah, I as a spectator or a fan or whatever, I caught many extended tournaments and enjoyed watching. Never played the format myself, though. Modern took me a while to get involved with. It was out for a while before I picked it up. I think when Modern started, I wasn't playing Magic much. Looks like a Ponder Shuffle.
Sure.
Boo. Target boo.
Grief coming in, pitching Unmask. And it'll resolve, revealing a hand with only 2 targets, him to Tarak and Mox Diamond. Verdant Catacombs, it looks like Sajiri Step, Dark Depths ×2, and Urborg. So it looks like the game plan here for Jeff was to fire off this him to Tarak on turn 1, but that
What's that? I got it.
that has been countered at this point. And Jeff left with a pretty lame hand.
You have 3 here?
Urborg followed up by Mox Diamond, discarding this is Drew Step. That makes sense. Passing the turn. So a nice little turn 1 disruption, him to Turak for Jeff, turned into a really lame first turn. Brainstorm to start the turn here for Eric, who has a bit of an opening here, as we know Jeff's hand is pretty crappy. I mean, if a Hex Mage was drawn, following up, okay, not even playing the Dark Depths here, but Verdant Catacombs instead. But if a Hex Mage was drawn and a Dark Depths was played, could have been cool. But maybe playing around days here. If a Hex Mage was drawn. I don't think Verdant Catacombs was in the hand we saw off the Grief, so that's new. Potentially a crop rotation into Thespian stage, followed up by a Dark Depths could be interesting. I haven't been able to see Eric's hand at all. Looks like we're going to end step, and a Verdant Catacombs getting cracked here. So maybe a crop rotation is about to happen. Let's see.
I saw a card. Should have shuffled. Oh, just a shovel, yeah.
Okay, so a card was spotted there accidentally by Eric, and we're going to shuffle again. There it is. Okay. Okay, so no crop rotation, just drawing for turn after making the Bayou. So Jeff's hand now has 2 Dark Depths, a what else was there? 2 Dark Depths, and damn, did I already forget? All right, well, one of the Dark Depths is getting played.
Green ones for 1. Relic of Progenitus.
Relic of Progenitus comes down. That's interesting. Relic of Progenitus we don't see that frequently on Legacy anymore, but it still is quite a good card. Activated immediately. That's the way to do it. Removing a counter from Dark Depths on end step. Anti-endurance, yeah. All right, Thespian stage just plays naturally here by Jeff. Activating Relic before draw, it looks like. or sacking it. Let's see.
At the end of your turn, exile this, exile all
And a
graveyards.
turn,
I
I'll
draw a
play
card.
just out.
Okay, so on end step, actually activating the relic. I was a bit confused by the untap there. All right, so going to Eric's turn now.
Good game. I don't. It's like I boarded out the Doomsday.
All right, so Eric could not find Doomsday, and that's good games. That's good games.